Oh, I guess I'm live. I didn't realize it. There are new YouTube messages popping up. You don't need permission to be you. You don't need permission to be you. I've been thinking about this all day, and I realized that it truly boils down to confidence. I spent so much of my life, a lot of my adult life, even up until just a couple of years ago, thinking that I needed permission to really be myself, asking for validation all the time, worried about what other people thought, not really having the confidence that I needed to really be like my true authentic self, being caught up in the programming all the time of what I think that I should be like, or how I should act, or how I should look, or who was really listening to me. Did they really care? Thinking I needed to have everything a certain way because that would just be so much better. And the truth of who I am is enough, because asking for permission to be you means that you're looking to be someone else. God put everything in you that you need. He put everything in us that we need. So the confidence that you're looking for, the self-worth that you're looking for, the validity of who you think you should be, it's it's already there. And you ask me, what does anything that I'm talking about right now have to do with money? It has everything to do with money, because how we see ourselves, how we show up, how we are our true authentic selves shows up in the money that we get, that we want, how we take care of ourselves, how we take care of other people. The money that we want, the money that we may dream about, that we may fantasize about, is directly connected to how we see ourselves. Are we truly being the authentic people that we were here to be? Hi, thank you so much for showing up, Scribbity. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. Um, I have my trusty fan because if any of you know, if you're around the age that I am, it gets hot. I'm hot. It's hot. Hi. Hi, Kalan. Hello. I appreciate you guys joining me. But it's so true. Like we look at all of these images of other people. We look at all these people that we want to be like. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? Because I think that other people help us to, sometimes become better creators. Or you look at another person and you're like, wow, I like the way they they talk. I like their message. I like this, I like that. But you were made with your own codes, with your own unique way of being a creator. And I'm not talking about, being online, right? And thank you so much. I appreciate that, Liz. Thank you. Thank you for joining. But it is about who you are internally. We battle so much just of ourselves. Like, we sometimes are the worst people to ourselves. We judge ourselves, we criticize who we are, we constantly worry about what other people are thinking. We do all of that. And I think that that is part of being a human. But truly, you are perfectly imperfect the way that you are. Every single part of you is made to reflect something beautiful. If anybody knows, I know what it is like to look in the mirror and not see the beauty that other people may see in you. It gets very difficult because a lot of times it's not about what you look like on the outside. It's internally about how you feel about who you are and how you show up. But being like someone else is not the way to get there. Wanting to emulate someone because you think that others will see you the way that you think they're seen. You have your own special gifts. You have your own unique style. God, source, the creator, whatever your beliefs are in a higher power, created you just to be you. And this is connected to your self-worth. This is connected to how much money you want. It's connected to your relationships. Yes, Dwayne, exactly. Dwayne said, I have truly been caring about how I feel inside than looks. It is so true. I don't think like there is nothing wrong with wanting to, show up beautiful or dress nice or any of those things. Like I think that's great. You know what I mean? To take care of yourself. But there is more to life than just showing up that way. You know, we get so used to people, you meet people on the street or whoever, and someone's like, how's your day? And you're like, oh, I'm fine. And maybe you're not really fine. Like, why is it a problem for someone to say, how you doing today? And you saying, you know what? This is just not the greatest day today. Not to want to tell people all your business if you feel like you don't want to be vulnerable, but it's okay, because maybe when you say to that person, you know what, today I woke up, I was late for work, I got in an argument with my spouse, or whatever the case is, you know what? Maybe it actually resonate with them and they'll be like, you know what? Today wasn't the greatest day for me either. But it's not about sitting in the sadness or being upset, but it's about connecting to another person that may be going what you're going through. Because we can't just be okay all the time. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be who you are. Yes, we do want to show up as the best versions of ourselves, but we also need to show up as being real. And hi, Eric. Hi, Evie. Hi, I know I'm so close to the camera, you guys. My vision, I have the phone is so tight, so I'm all in the screen. Jameer, I think I'm saying that right. Gramir, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I just, it's for me, right? Because I've done this so much ever since I was a child, and I don't know where it comes from, but just not really being me. Always worried about what other people thought, always worried about how I look, or how, just all of these things that at the end of the day, it's a bunch of bull. It's really a bunch of bull, because we get so caught up in the ego of things that sometimes people are just yearning for us to show up as ourselves and who we truly are designed to be. I realize that the money that we want is really tied to who we are authentically sometimes. I think a lot of times we get scared because we have gifts and we have all of these special things that we want to share. And this doesn't matter if you work a 9 to 5 or you're an entrepreneur. Your authentic self is what people want, is who they want to see. Like, there is so much power in that. Your authentic self may have you get a promotion at work. Your authentic self will connect to your customers, to your clients, to maybe the way you do your marketing in your business, and allow you to make more money. And this is something for me that I am just realizing as an entrepreneur and really getting it and understand that I have a message, and I may not say it the way that someone else does, that does the same thing as me, or how other people that I see online, or whatever the case is. It doesn't really matter, because there are people like you, right, that are in the comments, that are speaking to me, that do want to listen to me and feel like I have a message and want to know more about my services, or want to connect to me in some kind of way. And it's just taking me a while to get here. And so I say all that to say, if you have been doubting yourself, if you have been questioning yourself, if you have been not being authentic and pretending to be other people, to wear this mask of yourself, then it's time to start peeling back the layers. It's time for you to really become the person who you're designed to be, that you are behind the closed doors. You are the master of your life. You are the master of your life. And we get to create whatever experiences that we want, the connections that we want with people, our relationships with ourselves and others, how we love. You get to do all of these things, but when you doubt yourself, when you feel like you need permission to be you, when you don't really show up fully as yourself, and you're so worried about pleasing other people, you're robbing yourself of a part of your life each and every day. I know that sometimes it is hard to say no to the people that we love. It gets very difficult to say no, because you get so worried about having to please other people, or worried about, oh my God, what are they going to think of me if I don't do this thing that I always do for everybody, and the thing that everybody wants me to do all the time? What if I say no? I don't feel like going, or I don't feel like doing that, or I don't want to help. You are human, and you get to do the things that resonate with you, that feel like they're in alignment with you. If that is something that you don't want to do that day, it is okay to say no. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I am, things that it's okay to say no to. We have to start living for us, because if not, we will burn out, we will tap out. And you will wonder why you're so angry, you're so cranky, you feel so just frustrated and absolutely exhausted. Your relationship with money has everything to do with your relationship with yourself. It has everything to do with how much you love yourself, your self-worth, how you see yourself, and how you connect with the people in your life. Believe it or not, no matter how much you think it may hurt another person, the people around us really appreciate you being genuine in respect to who you are. Now, if you haven't been and you start showing up that way, they may be resistant, just because they're not used to you being more authentic and living more in your truth. But if they truly love you, they will get on board, because they won't have any other option if they want you in their life. That's the truth. And like I said, it is taking me a long time to realize that, because I used to walk around in so much guilt about so many things. And guilt and shame robs us. It robs us of our joy. It robs us of being the person that God created us to be. So, if you don't take anything else away from this message tonight, I want you to at least Take one thing that you think you do often, that when you make the decision, it kind of makes you feel real crappy, but you know you can make another decision where you're really choosing you instead of someone else, that you're really being your authentic self. Maybe that's showing up differently at work, showing up differently at home, just living in your own truth, telling people really the way that you feel, not in a harsh way to, hurt anybody, but just being honest and not pretending and being more authentic, however that looks for you, and not beating yourself up for being this authentic person and living in your truth. You said, what is in the building behind? Oh, it's an electronic fireplace behind me. It's not on, it's just like the lights. I think they're cool. It's very soothing for me. It's almost like a candle for me when I think about it, and you can change the colors. Thank you for asking, Jaden. How are you this evening? But yes, just live more out loud. Just live more out loud. You will find a greater level of happiness in it because you don't ever need permission to be you. You don't. You're just beautiful the way that you are, the way that you were created. I love you guys. Stay tuned. We have videos coming out. If you want to schedule a call with me, of course, to talk about your financial trauma, if you need to connect with me for credit repair, business funding, I'm here for it all. Because the bottom line is life is too short, and I just want to see everybody become better and love themselves with who they are. Not better for other people, but better for you. Have a fantastic night. Love you guys.